Hello, folks. Today we're speaking about seriousness. And just for those of you who don't know us, we are Mo2, two coaches, both named Maureen, who like to help you out with tips and tricks that we've learned over our coaching practices to help you with making choices in your life so that your life might become easier or more fulfilling. So, Mo, today we were talking about how it's so easy to fall into the concept or the idea that, yeah, we got to be serious. And and I don't know that I even notice when that happens. I only notice the unhappiness that results from it, and then I need to backtrack to figure out, oh, yeah, there's that seriousness. I lost my playful side.
Well, as you're talking, Maureen, it's making me think, I believe that we're conditioned to be intelligent, which to me comes into that idea of seriousness, like be serious, be real. And what both you and I are discovering is that when we are being real, we are actually allowing more of our playful selves to come out. And one of the things that I've learned is that when we're playful, we're present. And when there's something about seriousness that puts us into performance mode. I'm going to show you that I know this. And we get not everyone, but a lot of us get that. Okay, got to be serious because then I'll be taken seriously.
Right. I'll be sort of worthy of the attention that someone will bestow upon me, right? And what you just said brings to mind the idea of sort of like a mask or a persona that we sort of slip on to as we um, go into that serious mode. And I know I do that. I've done that a lot over the years. And and what I've noticed is it's never satisfying. I feel like in a sense, it's a barrier between me and the rest of the world or whoever's in front of me. And it's like armoring up.
Yes. And actually, what you said right now is really powerful. Like it's never satisfying. And so imagine it's not satisfying to you, probably not super satisfying to the other person or people because there isn't a connection in the same way.
Yeah, and when we think of if we think about experiences that we really value, a lot of times those experiences are related to connecting deeply with someone, even if it's on a topic that you both care about, right? It doesn't have to be intimacy as in love intimacy. It can be intimacy in terms of a shared understanding of something, or even a shared, you might even say, misunderstanding of something where both people are sharing and they don't agree. And that is also something that um, it can be really connecting.
Yes. And when you're that shared understanding or misunderstandings, what came to mind is when connecting is important as a value to us, which I also believe that is for many people, versus being right, then something opens. There's this openness to being able to listen and hear other ideas, other beliefs, and then how does that draw us back to seriousness? I think being serious is the idea of being right, getting it right, which has, by the way, been the story of my life. Trying to get it right, and
Never
and
ending job, that isn't it?
I know. And so when we can shed the armor of serious, what are we opening ourselves for?
Mhm. And what replaces that, or what can we replace that seriousness with? And what you and I have sort of spoken about before is the idea that there's something as pure as presence in the moment, and being open to whatever happens and comes to you, and emotions that happen. But and for me, there's sort of like a pathway to that, which is I take off my serious hat, which I don't always do very well, and I put on my play suit, and I become more playful. And in becoming more playful, the seriousness disappears, and the ability to be more present in the moment and to actually connect with the person in front of me without that mask is easier.
Yes, I love that. And it's really the presence, the ability to be present is so powerful. And the pathway is presence. So how do we get there? What's one tip to leave with our listeners for today that you would like to leave?
Well, sometimes I I feel that trying to get to the present moment is a little tough for me because there's all this stuff happening in my brain. And so my pathway to the present moment is to go, okay, Maureen, switch to play. And that's my pathway to get to present moment and to just being me, as opposed to the persona. And you, any last any words of wisdom?
Yeah. One of my pathways, and there's been several. One is my question, what, or if I wasn't afraid, what would I say or what would I do? And that can help bring me back into that present moment and into my own body of presence, which allows me then, because fear takes me away. So that's
Right,
what I believe today.
right. And what popped into my mind is, if I wasn't afraid, who would I be?
Ooh,
And
yeah.
I just thought I might add that. So uh thanks for listening. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, you can get in touch with me with at maureenmayhew.com. And you, Mo?
At Mo2
Until next time.
That was almost in unison.